So live on we're live on part two. Right. So taking from the top, let's hot restart the whole app here, and then we take it from the top. Mm, the app is running, so we just have to wait. We wait for it to run, and then we will build the rest of the data or the stuff that we have to build. Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see. Okay, reload that. Okay. Is it the infrared or to propagate? Okay, all right. So we've already worked on these screens. The next thing now is to go check what we've already started working on now. So yeah, so we worked around this. The next thing is the members. Right. So we are here. Now we're going to build the total members. We've built the total members, which is this. The next thing is now build what we have on the UI, which is this. All right. So now we're going to build this card and then put just the label here that identify the box members roles, right? Okay. So let's build this card. Yeah. So down here, we're going to have a widget. Okay, let me not call it widget. Let me just create a card and then call it build. Let me just call box member card. All right. So I'm gonna call it box member card. Then here will be box member card. Okay. Now we just have to put a little bit of space in between these two. So we're gonna put a height, which is gonna be 16.0. There'll be space behind them, and then we're gonna have this. Alright. So let me check on the UI, see what height it is. Actually 5, so it's supposed to be 8 here, so there's too much. There's no more heights, yeah. So we are gonna return card. Alright. We're gonna return card. And then we create a child, which is gonna be role. Yeah. Then the row is gonna have children. All right. So we have this. I'm not sure rerunning it is gonna print anything. So let's just take a second look at the UI. So this card is gonna have a child, right? It's gonna have a child, which is this, which I will make a circular avatar. The child's name, the day he or she joined, and then the child's role, right? Okay, so let's do that. And the elevation is going to be 2. So the first thing to do for this card is to give it a background color, because as we can all see, it's a white one. So white, and then the elevation, it's going to be 2, alright? Then what else? The shape as well. Yeah, the shape, we're just going to use a rounded rectangle border. Wow. Alright, we're going to use the border radius, which is recycler, and it's done. So, yeah. Okay, so when we come to the children in the row, let me do something. So we don't have a size box that will hold this two, and then this will be on its own, right? Yeah, so we don't have a size box, which will have a child of row, or if I want to do, I can just use a line, right? So I can just use the line and then alignments. It's at left, so center left, alright? And then the child is gonna be another row that has children. Okay, so the first child is gonna be a cycle avatar, alright, which will be of a radius. Let me check the radius of this child. 40. 40 is huge. 40 is huge. Let me see. Let me try the 40. Alright. After the 40, I believe the 40 is going to be huge. Very huge. Well, let's see. Yeah, I said it. It's going to be very huge. Okay. So before anything else, let's put a little padding around the children in the row before we even jump into our development. Alright, so we have this pattern here. We just want to push the children away from the edges of the card, right? So that's what we're doing. Something like this. Let's see what we have on the UI. The UI is way more further than that, so we're just gonna have it's 16 pixels away from the edges of the card. Alright, so from there, the next thing to do is to reduce this size. This size is too much. Let me just give it a half. Because 40 is huge. 40 is huge. Seriously. So after this, hey, you know what? Let me just go on the home page. Let me see, is there anywhere I can pick an old one from? Because this looks too big for me. Okay, there's no smaller one. So there's the biggest. This also seems to be too small, right? So 25 should work. Now let me leave it and go focus on the other stuff. So if that's the first child, we're gonna have a column which will have a children of the children are not gonna be two, the member's name, and then the date they joined, right? Okay, so let's check. There's gonna be semi-bold of six here. So let's call text box text dot semi-bold. Oh, okay, alright. So we're gonna have text, which is probably gonna be a name that will replace later. So let me just give it a fake name. So say project. Alright. So I'm gonna leave a to do. Replace name with actual try username from backend. Yeah. So let's rerun this and see what we got. The next one is going to be a regular text. All right. So the next one is going to be a regular text, which contains the dates that the user joined. So this date is going to be something like, let's see, okay. So we first have a regular text. So we have a box labels. We call it text like joined. All right. Let's create a dash. All right. Okay. So we have this, and after join, we're gonna have the date that the user joined, right? So let's say um, June 2026. Yeah. So we're gonna have that. Okay. Let me choose the semi-bold. Semi-bold is 24. That's huge. It's supposed to be 16. So let me just set the font size to 16. Let's check the regular. It's regular 11, so green. Okay. Or, or, so, oh, okay. All right. So I will read. So font size. So 11 and then the color. This is uh, then we have to put a little space and right between these two. Not even here. Yeah, between these two. So we're just gonna call the weave and then set it to 8.0. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. I think we're almost done. That's quick. So we just have to set this. Very good. Just have to do this last one. All right. So after all this, we're gonna have another alignment, right? So we're gonna have alignment. We're gonna call top right. Okay. Then the child is gonna be the box text as usual. Then we're gonna call semi bold, right? And then the text is gonna be the box member rule, right? So let's say member. Oh, so let me leave it to do. Okay, replace wait is a rule from document. So that's my to do, yeah. Okay, so let's rerun. Now I'm not done. I have to set color to base color, right? And then this should be in uppercase, right? Okay, this is just that in case I receive the member, maybe I might make it just lowercase from the back end. So in case it comes at a lowercase, we've already done this. So I don't have to stress anymore. Yeah, so let's rerun and see what we got. Wait, Papa. Oh, all right. We have our member. That's huge. Okay. Mm. So we're gonna have to touch this wheel. All right. So we're gonna have to touch this a little. So let's set the font size to 16. All right. Okay. I think we're good. A line is not working here. So I'm just gonna use where is the row? This row is gonna be doing this space between Have to put a space between the children. Um, and then let's put the cross houses to start. So the children will be aligned to the top. But yeah. So let me see if the member will now move to the top, the far end. Uh, that's what we're doing. Okay, I think we're good now. And I think we have our card. Now let's compare this to, okay, I hope everything is okay. So wait, let me confirm something. Let me put this in the center and see what we're gonna get. Way to Papa. Answer way to Papa. I was looking somewhere. I was doing I made a change. So what I was expecting, I didn't have a live view of it. Okay, all right. I think I'm good now. So let's keep it there. Now we're good. So the next thing is to. So now for this card, we are gonna take one thing. We have to take three things, which is going to be, I think, four things. The user's image, which is profile, the user's name, the date the user joined, and then the user's status. Right? We have to take those things. But for now, I'm only going to focus on the user status. I'll change the rest when the backend is ready. Right? So I'm going to do something like this. I'm not keep it there. Let me just string and uses status. Alright. And then in here we'll put the user status and that's so when we come here, now we are going to generate a list of this cards, right? It has to be multiple cards. We can have more than 5 users, 6 users, 8 users. We can have a lot of users in a single box. So I want us to generate like 7 users for this particular box, right? So that's what we're gonna do. So we have a column. I'm gonna use the spread operator like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 users, assuming that's our users, right? So map each user. I'm just gonna call it user to this, and then in return we return this, and then in here for the user status we can say if, alright, we're going to use an if statement because I want us to have an admin and the admin is supposed to be at the top. So let's just assume that the first user becomes the admin. So we're going to say if user, right, if this user is 1, then the status is going to be admin. The status is going to be admin, else the status should be member. Alright. So if the user becomes the first user of the group, then the user status is going to be the admin, else the user status should be a member. Right, so let me create a string for these two stuff, admin and member. And then from there we can proceed to the other stuff, the UI. Let's check. Yes, so this is what we are doing on the UI now. So for admin, we're going to have the labels dot admin, and then we gonna have the same one as the member. All right. Let me see. So yeah, starting final string member will be member. Starting final string admin will be admin. All right. So let's in here. Then we have all this. Okay. So we are creating 7 elements. Let's assume that those are users. So let me put a to do. So to do replace with actual users from the backend. Okay, box members. Yeah. So let's rerun. Let's see what we got. Yo, man. Yeah. Yeah, what? Where you dey? Where you dey? Where you dey watch on YouTube? But for you, you dey Accra. Hey, Charlie, where people hide like that? You never call me cremate, no yawa. You do, huh? Yeah. Nobody go fit fight me. Me there, I don't get any rules where they govern me right there for my for my life. I just dey do how anyhow I like. Ah, why? Yeah. You do, huh? How many hours I go do, huh? On the UI? Oh, nah, yeah, this UI has been in development for HS more. Um, yeah, like, drop a like. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay, all right. Okay. So we're back. Hmm. We have to cut it out. All right. So, okay. So yeah, now we have our 7 members, and you can see that the first member becomes our admin, right? Yeah, the first member becomes our admin, and that's what we are doing here. We can decide to make it multiple members if we like. Currently, this is what we have. And I think let me also just replace this color with an actual image, right? A dummy image for now. Then we change it later. Right. So when we come to, let me look for this, our circular avatar. We're gonna have something like the background image, right? So I'm gonna use asset image. Let me see image of asset. Yeah, they want me to use asset image. So let's try asset image, and then I'm gonna pick it from the box assets. So box assets dot, what image do we have there? Do I have any dummy image? I'm not sure I have any image, so I can pick any of them, right? So let me try it. See. So let's rerun this and see what we're gonna get. Yeah, as you can see. So now we have this. All right. So I think in the first episode, the part one, in the part one, we built the search bar where we can search users or box members. And then in the part two, we built a list of the box members, the date they joined the box, and then their roles in the box as well. Yeah, so that is one. Well, did I touch something? Eesh. My viewers go come for you. My viewers go come for you. Yes, so we have the if it, if it show we go where they cry give. Yeah, so we have this. I think let's make sure it's scrolling right. So let's generate more than the 7 members. I want to make sure this scroll is working. And I don't know if I should keep this at the top here or I should just scroll everything all at once. I'll later add a package that will keep this at the top. When I'm scrolling and it gets to the top, it will freeze at the top and then I can scroll the elements so that I don't lose this search. Maybe when I scroll to the last element, then I can, yeah, so I'll do it that way. But for now, let me just generate more than the 7 members, right? So we have one, yeah, another one. Let's see, morning, yeah. So now we're gonna have 2 admins. Oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 admins. Then this don't close. So close. Yeah. So we're gonna have 2 admins. So let's rebuild the app from the top. Oh, the emulator is the emulator is like, please, I beg go. Yeah, so let's rerun from the top. What? Okay. So rerunning from scratch. Let's see how long it's gonna take. If you want to run Android Studio, bro, make sure you have about 32 gig RAM, a good, you must also have a very good graphics card, right? That RAM can help you if you have about 16 gig RAM with, you are running on SSD, at least 500 megabytes, sorry, 500 gigabytes, and then i7 and above. At least if you are running on those, you can like enjoy Android Studio a bit with the emulators as well. But if you want to do multiple heavy works as well, like streaming and then using this emulator and all those things, bro, Android Studio, it go last you are. So we are rerunning the app. I don't know how long it's gonna take because the emulator is showing me black screen. I don't know where that black screen is coming from. Mm. Yeah, so just getting all packages and the dependencies ready. It's doing that because I've edited the pub spec. Now that's new routes. So that's why. So let it finish, then to just do the installation. Yeah. So let's check the UI. Looking at this black screen for long is gonna make people feel like, what's going on? So far, on this one, we've let's say we are done with members, right? We are done with the members, we built the search bar, we added everything. It's looking just like that of the UI. We also build a card for the member. So the next thing is invite member. Show, show the invite member. You finish. You finish. You don't finish. Yeah, no yawa. I'm okay. No yawa, no yawa. Okay. Huh? The part where you put their number. Ah, okay, it's here. Okay, okay. And uh, okay. All right. I'm going to work on the payouts. The payouts. Yeah. Okay. So we're done with members. We we'll start with invite members. But now we'll look at we are going to work on the payouts. Yeah, that's what we are doing. So let's go in there and scatter everywhere. Okay, so is it still running? How long is this gonna take? Huh? Is it just Yeah, I'm going to work on this one, the payouts. From there, then I'll move on the invite. The invite, I think we'll touch it more. Yeah. So this thing still load. Oh, how long is it gonna take? My TikTok people should like, and share. My YouTube people should just comment, and sub. Don't forget to sub. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to sub. I say make I go Twitch. They want me to come here if I to come all the way here before I reply a message. Are you guys kidding? Uh, okay, so where were we? Is this thing done? Hey, planning on emulator there, Charlie. Wow. So just waiting for this to finish. The Android Studio and the emulator are fighting. I don't know how to put that. Right, so I think we're already done with this. Then now we can move to the next view. The next view that will be the payout view. It's very oh, you know if I'm fully on. I move to the payout view. Okay, it's installing. The app is installing. Mm, The app is installing, so let's give it some time. Our box is installing. Yes, so this scaffold is gonna have an app bar as usual. I have the app bar here. Again, I would love to just create a widget for the app bar and then call them anytime I need them. Right. So in here, what is going to be on the screen when we are doing payouts will be here. So we're going to have select recipients, okay. There's select recipient. Mm, So let me just keep it here. Static string. Nah, bro, it's on a different string. Not so payouts member related string. So we're gonna have a static final string and have this. It's waiting for me. Yeah, so we're gonna have select recipient. That's gonna be the heading here, the title in the app bar. Alright. I think scaffold will have a body, which will first be a pattern. Alright. Then that pattern is gonna have a pattern, which is gonna be a constant all edges. And then that will be a 16.0 pattern. For the body, we're gonna have this. And then the pattern is gonna have a child. Alright. It's gonna have a child, which will be a single child growth view as usual. So looking at this screen, looking at this, there's no big difference, right? So I'm just gonna pick this, bring them here, and then make few changes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to that's what I'm going to do. All right. So I think on YouTube we are going to start a new part, which is building the recipient screen part. Right. But for now, let's confirm that our app is running. Yeah. Let's wait for our app to run. When it finally runs, then we are going to have a new part on YouTube. We are going to have the part 3, which is the payout screen, right? Yeah. So let's see where we are. Still in the installation process. Still in the installation process. So let's wait for it to finish. So on the dashboard, when we navigate to this screen, we are basically performing our payout. When we navigating here, we're just navigating to payout view, right? I don't like that name, payout view. I don't like this name. Change it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I'll change it later. Okay. Installation. How many years will it take? So the next episode on YouTube is going to be this, right? Yeah. Okay. Receiving today. That's paying today. Okay. And we do next. When we do the next shows that there should be a prompt that comes and say, do you seriously want to do this payment? Or do you seriously want to do this? And maybe from the prompt we can now say yes or no. Then this next button. So from the prompt, we can now say yes or no, and then we process the payment. All right. So let's look here. Are we still here? Wow. We still here. Hmm. So from the box dashboard, when you click the payouts, just navigate to the payout view, which is here. All right. We're done with the box members. So focusing on the box payouts. All right. Waiting for the emulator to run. It's taking more than wow. It's taking years for it to run. Can you imagine? What is it? Android says it is done running. Emulator says I can see any app on me. Wow. So what do we do? Do we have to close and reload the emulator? We have to stop it, maybe do a cold boot. So it has taken years for it to load and now it's not responding. What is that emulator doing? I think I have to stop it. Yeah, so if you are viewing on YouTube, I think so far we've accomplished our task on the screen. Now our next stream is gonna be on the payment payouts, right? Payout screen. That is where we are gonna work on. If you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on TikTok, just stick around, wait, and we'll continue. We are not cutting. For YouTube, it has to be in pieces. All right.